the hottest Saturday show in Detroit. Make sure you put your ones up and acknowledge the underground comedian. Share the live so the live can survive. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe with me. It's just that simple. Underground comedian.
My bad, YouTube. I'm not gonna break everything down. Just know this is not the original first video. The first video got corrupted by a phone call, causing it to have an audio issue. Now we are back with no audio issue. Welcome to Live on Underground. To speed past whatever, because I really don't want to say this twice. I'm in the middle of a Puff Daddy exclusive. You ain't heard about this P. Diddy information? Go watch the first half of this on Facebook. So go add my Facebook at Ramon So Heartless Montgomery so you can see the first half of the live because I had to restart the live. So I don't want to do the story all over again on YouTube. Just go to Facebook, add that back to the story. So it was two unidentified peoples. They kept private for the time being, right? Fast forward to almost 2 weeks ago, right? The lady comes out and say the two people that was in the room with Diddy when he miraculously invaded her apartment was none other than Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski. Let me say this again. Odell Beckham Jr. That used to play for the Rams. That used to play for the Giants. I think he played for the Browns. I think he played for the Browns for a second. He ever played for the Browns? No, I think he played for the Browns. If y'all see this, go in the comments and say what three teams that Odell Beckham Jr. played for. Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski was in this room when he violently shoved the remote up her hoo-ha. He was ha, 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 ha. What's up, Tim Tim? Uh-oh, my brother didn't join the live on Facebook. Shout out to Buck. We got Kevin Luderman. Gene Hernandez. Mike Merrill. TNPW? Is that what that say? Hold on, let me get you right. TNGPW. Tiffany Pruitt. That's a good song called Tour. Gene Hernandez had just subbed to the to the channel. Hold on, let me get you a...
Very well.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. These nuts. Alright, shout out everybody just popped up on YouTube. So look, back to the story, right? Odell Beckham and Drewski was in this room with Diddy when they came to our house. When they came to our house, right? But that's not it, right? That's not it. She said, and I quote, Drewski and Odell Beckham was lubed themselves up with baby oil and used her as a fucking slip and slide. If you don't know what a slip and slide is, right? It's like a little plastic ass rubber thing we used to have back in the early 2000s, late 90s, right? And you wet it with a bunch of water and you be in your yard and you just slide across the bitch into your fence. A slip and slide. Gerari got exposed. Who's that? These nuts, who's that? Good looking Mark Miro. I had somebody come on live and tell me my fit was trash. Is my fit trash, YouTube? Y'all fuck with the fit or the fit trash? Let me know right now. Patrick James in the building. Say you hate the slip and slide. That shit hurt. Yeah, but they was using her as a slip and slide, so she kind of soft. But she was saying this was like 2018. She said this happened, right? She said this happened in 2018. She said Drewski was sliding across her body, across like this, across her shit, slide off the bed and hit the wall. Boom! Get back up and slide across the bed the other direction across her shit. And she said Odell Beckham was doing the exact same thing. He was doing touchdown celebrations on her ass. While Diddy was in the corner beating this shit, just, yeah, daddy. Yeah, daddy. Yeah, slide on that bitch, daddy. Ugh. I hope this come out. You know the trial is May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. It's gonna be on Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to everybody that's shout out to everybody. It's working out. Yeah, bro, I had to reset it. I like them glasses. Thank you. Hold on, what's your name? What's your name? Crack ass hunky? Or cracker ass hunky? Cracker, yeah, cracker ass hunky. Shout out to cracker ass hunky. Hey, shout out to cracker ass hunky, dog. Cracker ass hunky. Are you a fat white guy or is you one of them thin white guys with the big beard? Which one is you, bro? The one that have no shirt on all the time? Got a bunch of tattoos like Machine Gun Kelly? You one of them or you a corporate white guy? Hell no, not with a name like that. You're not a corporate white guy. I knew you had a big beard, dog. No homo. Right, Miro, how's 10-year-olds getting into my life when I put it as adults only? You shouldn't even be. You must. Oh my goodness, he's trying to Chris Hansen. I'll say, yeah, you got a corporate job. You're a construction worker. Corporate job. So look, shout out to cracker ass cracker. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's that Chris Rock shit. He didn't say it like that. He said cracker ass hunky. But in quick fashion, Drewski let it be known. In 2018, I wasn't even famous. I was still living with moms in her basement. Y'all didn't even know about the Drewski in 2018. So I ain't had no famous friends, none of that shit. So, Jesus Christ, hold on. Sometimes you gotta call out to Jesus when shit ain't right. That cough wasn't right. So I had to call on the almighty name of Jesus. I put a little water in my gullet. You gotta start using words like that. Like, if you ain't never tried to use different words, start using different words. I had to put some water down my gullet. Watch everybody call you gay. But until they go look up the definition of gullet, they're like, damn, he's smart. So the word of the day is gullet. Dorothy Turner in the building. What up, Dorothy? Dorothy is in the building. She found the yellow brick road and found the rainbow road. That's right behind me. Yeah, Rainbow Road. Okay, hold on. What we got here? I don't care about your name, bro. You 10 years old, bro. You a girl, 10 years old. Get off my live. You not gonna Chris Hansen me. Nope. I'm still trying to figure out the corporate guy comment. Because you're a corporate. Look, My whole mind frame about you was like, bearded up white guy, works in sales or something. You're not a sales guy. You work with your hands. That's why I say you kind of like corporate. You know, like corporate. You know, that's bigger than Walmart white guy or bigger than custodial white guy. You're in the good white guy category. Like you have a 401k and shit. Corporate. 32 in the building. I'm 39. Shout out to my 30-year-olds in the building. Shout out to my 30-year-olds in the building. Shout out to Kai. Shout out to Kai in the building. Okay, guess I picked the heavy piece of glass. Wait, what? I picked up the heavy. Oh, you that person. So you and your partner gotta take the glass on the floors. Oh shit, bro. So that means you working out every day. Shout out to my brother just joined the live. Shout out to Tank in the building. Shout out to Tank in the building. You have no insurance, no 401k, nothing but working your ass off. Bro, you can't have no insurance being in construction, bro. Maybe they don't give you insurance, but God, what happened if you fall off that bitch? It's just, he was a good man. He picked those panels of glass up with his partner Jake every fucking morning, and he fucking fell off this bitch with no insurance. Bro, you go get you some insurance, bro. You're in construction, bro. What the fuck? It's like going 100 miles per hour knowing you about to smack a brick wall with no seatbelt on, bro. Go get some insurance, bro. I need insurance. Yeah, see, everybody telling you need insurance, bro. You need insurance, bro. You can't be doing that with no insurance, bro. Maybe one day. Shout out to procrastination. Shout out to procrastination. Doggy said one day I'm in construction, fall off the building. Well, he didn't say he had no life insurance, bro. You got life insurance? A day in the life. man. You got life insurance at least? If you got life insurance, I'll leave you alone. But if you don't got life insurance, I'm about to go off. Okay, he said he got life insurance, y'all. Shout out to life insurance. So he say he fall off. They're going to be able to bury him. He good. Stop lying, kid. What type of investigation going on here? Thank you. Damn! I didn't mean it like that. I said that in endearment. That damn came out in endearment. Like damn. It didn't sound like how I said it. For real. My bad. I can't wait until I make it to 53. Look, when I turn 53, when I turn 50, I'm not giving a fuck. I'm door dashing in my boxers with the open hole that's kind of loose. Like the whole area is loose. So when I come to the door, my man me swinging through that open hole. It just looked like one of those old ass grandfather clocks. That's what it looked like when I come to the door to get my DoorDash when I turn 50. I just ain't gonna give a fuck. I'm 50. What you gonna say? Dad. Just tell me I'm sorry my daughter's on the phone, bro. I'm not about to play no games with you, bro. Shout out to T Walker in the building. That gotta be my best friend. My best friend. Shout out to my best friend. But yeah, I'm coming straight to the door when I'm 50. With the boxers, with the open hole. When I walk, grandfather clock balls. They just, yeah, when I get to 50, I ain't giving a fuck. Now you 50. You went from 10 years old to 50. What type of time traveling shit you doing? All right, so I just wanted to tell y'all about that Drewski situation. Let's get to the other subjects. Do I sound like a radio host when I do that? Oh, yeah. Let's get to the other subjects. Live at 9. Now I'm her dad. So he at first he was a 10-year-old. Got his phone back from the daughter. Trying to play like the mommy, I guess. Now he the daddy? And he 50? Yeah, Mike, get out of here, bro. You tripping. He trying to give me Chris Hansen. He realized I wasn't going to get Chris Hansen, and that's why he had to change it up. So, let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. Y'all know, if y'all haven't seen my video on my YouTube, y'all know I got this video when Stephen A. Smith was up here in Detroit, and he went back to First Take talking about, oh, since the Detroit Lions are winning, that city has come back. It used to look like a fucking bomb went off in the city. I'm just paraphrasing, but I hate when people who's not from Detroit talk about Detroit because they only seen one part of Detroit. Oh, this part of Detroit is so bad. It looked like a bomb dropped. Maybe in the early 2000s for sure. The city been coming back for a long ass time. Oh, they arguing. They trying to get Mike up out of here. Mike became a 10-year-old boy. Well, no, a 10-year-old girl. Then turned to a 50-year-old man or a woman. He tripping. So, if you've been living under a rock, that's my favorite saying. If you've been living under a rock, Stephen A. Smith most definitely been critiquing Bronny, which as he should, as an analyst, as a journalist. But one time he had a segment where he was talking about LeBron hindering Bronny, and behind him was a B-roll of Bronny doing bad. I think it was going against, I think it was like the beginning game, like the first quarter of a Philly game, I think. And Bronny was just breaking. It was looking bad. So LeBron pressed him about a week ago. Yeah, my bad, I made everything shake. Brian pressed him about a week ago and told his ass, keep my son's name out your motherfucking mouth, or this shit gonna be over. Stephen A. Smith said, you know what, big dog, big homie, you got it, big homie. But then went on the whole press tour like he was big and bad. Bronny went off 2 nights ago for 17, 5, and 6, I believe. And this is what Stephen A. had to say. Stephen A., why you not talking Stephen A.?
Have been wrong. Are you listening, LeBron James? Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, all you people? Because here's my position. My position was all along, Bronny James needed to be in the G League. Put him in the G League, let him be in the G League his first year, and then after that, let him come on, because I've always believed that this kid has the potential, once I watched him, to be in the NBA. But what I saw last night made me say to myself, wait a minute. He keeps showing up and playing like that. JJ Redick and his staff obviously doing an exceptional job coaching him. The G Leaguers obviously doing a good job of preparing him. Him sitting on the bench, learning, watching the Lakers players, being in practice with them sometimes. Evidently, that seems to be working for him.
So, you ever heard that saying, respect the process? I know Dave was doing that with Joel B, but sometimes you gotta respect the process. Most 55, go check Google. Go check Google for sure. Most 55 overall picks in the first round, other not in the league right now in the last 9 years, was fairly, and I'm talking about damn near kind of fairly, a decent role player, or they just never played a game in the NBA at all. They got picked, the team cut them, they overseas somewhere. They never touched the NBA court, ever. So they decided to do something different with Bronny Wood. They do what most 55 overall picks, they just stick them in the G League, and that's where they at until they needed some players to play a game. Maybe too many people injured, they got to call a G Leaguer up. And 10 times out of 10, he's not even going to play. He's going to be on the bench just to fill a role on the bench. But the Lakers said we're going to do something different. We're going to let Bronny play G League games and travel with us to our home games or maybe some games that's closer to California when he's playing for the G League, right? So this is a good plan. What it is you expose Bronny to the NBA life, and then he go and play in the G League to get reps in. And I think it's working. Oh, excuse me. My animal's trying to get in the live. I think it's working. And what I mean I think it's working is most NBA players don't get that. You know what I'm saying? They get exposed to the NBA, get to play with NBA players. I don't care what you say. G League players are NBA players. They just don't get to play in the NBA because other rosters are too big or they still got to hone their talents. They was drafted, so that makes them NBA players. So at the end of the day, Bronny do get to go against NBA level players. There was good enough to be picked. All right, get out. Go. Get out. Go. So they was picked. So the NBA players. And the other night proved to all of us that the plan is working. But to Stephen A. Smith, like I said, I fuck with Stephen A., but at the same time, Stephen A. just, as he got older, just became a clown to me. Especially with them Detroit comments. You talk about my city, and then you don't apologize or nothing, or even talk to a Detroiter about the city. Bro, I can care less half of the time what Stephen A. Smith says. Honestly. I'm trying to remember these buttons. I wonder if this button must be the Just Hilarious button, I think. Let me check before I say what I'm about to say.
Lauren LaRosa her fucking flowers.
Yeah, this is Just Hilarious button. This is Just Hilarious button.
Does this shit.
So, hold on. I'm about to turn this up a little bit.
She has a background in journalism.
I'm gonna let that play.
Hired to do Just with the Mess.
I'm gonna let that play, and then I'm gonna talk about it. This is Just Hilarious on Lauren LaRosa while she was out on leave, and this is a clip that most people ain't pay attention to, and that's why I want to talk about it.
Lauren LaRosa her fucking flowers, and will always, because what does she do? She does this shit. Okay, she shows up. She has a background in journalism. I don't, but that's not why I was hired. I was hired to do Just with the Mess.
So if you was able to hear that, I'm gonna turn my mic back down. If you was able to hear that, that was Just Hilarious speaking. Killing my YouTube. YouTube, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, YouTube? If you can't hear me, I'm gonna have to stop the YouTube because everybody keep fucking calling me during my lives. I even got the phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, y'all can hear. You can hear me. Thank you. Fuck. I'm currently live. All right. Cool. Good looking. So, man, that just threw me the fuck off. Oh, Just Hilarious. So Just Hilarious, if y'all couldn't hear that before my live just took a shot from a phone call, Jess was pretty much saying she was hired to do. Yeah, it wasn't you this time, best friend. So look, she was hired to do Just with the Mess. And what the internet trolls has done has pissed Jess off because sometimes Jess was hired to do Just with the Mess, but also Charlemagne probably pushed for her to be more like a Angela Yee, read off the news with the mess, because there's a lot of reading in radio. So maybe he gave her them duties to read the news like Jess. I mean, like Angela Yee. Jess, when we reading something, either get lost or sometimes can pronounce a word. Most people does that. You'll see a word that look like paradox. And if you ain't never seen the word paradox before, you might be like paradox. Or so you might read it weird. So, in her reads, a lot of people say she can't read. Or she could be like me, dyslexic. I'm not sure if she's dyslexic. I have dyslexic tendencies where I might be reading something and I'll skip the word and go back to it. And then I get frustrated because I done fucked up and I'm trying to read it right again. People have dyslexia, right? But her whole thing was she was mad that while she was gone, when she told the company, let Lauren do it. So I come back from pregnancy. Lauren, when she came back, Lauren talked about the internet trolls, how everybody was trying to put them two against each other. And then everybody was trolling after that, pissed Jess off. She went on a rant, and they was talking about on the Breakfast Club. They eventually showed it. I don't know if this is going to be like a Skip and Shannon, where they had this little issue, and you could just tell the shows wasn't really much the same like that, but they've been doing their thing for the last few days after that situation. But I know a way where you can have Just Still do the mess and Lauren do all the reading because she's a journalist, right? What you do is you let Just do the mess, right? But do it kind of like how she do it on IG. And I know what y'all gonna say in the comments. But the underground, hold on, I gotta change my voice.
But you can't do it like that, cause she be punching in and out when she do it on social media, so it won't be funny.
So, to tell y'all how she can do it without punching in and out, she can just do that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's a celebrity story, because most of the ones she picked, she finds something funny within the story. So, let's say like Neo with his 4 girlfriends. She could talk about it on the radio, like, Neo got 4 girlfriends, do a comedic like, and have y'all laughing at that shit. She can pick about good 3 celebrities, 4 celebrities for the mess. Bam, that's what she do. She do the mess off the top of her head, like she do when she doing it on what's that? Everybody laugh, everybody chime in, have everybody in the world laughing at that shit. Bam, that fixed that. Lauren could talk about celebrities in the news, like it could be almost like Donkey of the Day, where sometimes they'll be talking about something and that might end up being the Donkey of the Day. So Lauren can bring up the celebrities and their stories. Jess does her own writing like a Donkey of the Day with her jokes for some of the stories Lauren brought up. And then you still have the mess. And it works all together, right? So, shout out to Jess. Shout out to Lauren. And I know y'all might look at my social media. Yeah, I'm a Lauren LaRosa fan. If you see this baby, you know what I'm saying? Daddy gonna come get you one day. I'm about to come to New York to come get you. We're gonna have to go. Daddy gonna come get you. Tatiana. Oh, my bad. I read that wrong. My bad. I'm so high. That is Tatiana. Shout out to Tatiana. She thinks she was slick with that name. She thought she was slick with that shit. Shout out to Tatiana. Alright, so I really don't remember what these next 2 buttons is. Oh, one of them is, so let me put my belt on. This is the championship hour. When I pull this belt out, that means I'm about to say some shit. I'm about to say some shit. And I'm not gonna give a fuck about what I'm about to say, but if this the story, this is how we know pussy is powerful. Please be the story.
A man from Michigan was arrested after police say he drove more than 700 miles to Pennsylvania to light his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's home on fire. In this surveillance video, you can see someone running past the house and across the street to get inside a black sedan. The person then drives off. 30 seconds later, and the house explodes as flames begin to take over the home, destroying the property and leaving behind charred debris. Police say 2 dogs died and 6 people were injured in the fire. The Kent County Sheriff's Office in Michigan arrested Harrison Jones in connection with the incident. Detectives used this grainy video to help track the vehicle to Jones's address in Roxford, Michigan. Through the investigation, police discovered a 21-year-old living in the Ben Salem home was having an online relationship with Jones's ex-girlfriend. They had plans to meet in person for the first time this week in Ben Salem. Jones has been charged with 6 counts of attempted criminal homicide.
All right, I didn't get the last part, what it was charged for, but let me tell y'all, if y'all couldn't hear it, I'm gonna break it down for you. A man from my state, from the state of Michigan, drove 700 fucking miles to Philadelphia to burn his ex-girlfriend's crib down because he had a DA appointment on the way. They don't even live in the same fucking city. Shout out to my cousin on the line. Shout out to Pre in the building. Man, so look, they don't even live in the same fucking city. His ex-girlfriend lives in fucking Philadelphia. He drove from Michigan to Philadelphia to burn down her crib because she had a DA appointment on the way. He found out she was online dating. She was about to meet up with her new boo thing. He found this information out. Drove 700 miles to burn her crib down. This is how you know pussy is powerful. I'm going to say it again. This is how you know pussy is powerful. Pussy is powerful. Pussy is powerful. This woman must have the golden gates of heaven between her legs because this man drove 700 miles to burn her crib down because he did not want her to get dick down. NEP Range in the building. I played your new song earlier, bro. When the live go hot, check it out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, repeat on YouTube. It's just that simple. Underground comedian. Pussy is that powerful. Can I get a meow? Can I get a meow? Pussy is that powerful. That powerful. My man drove 700 fucking miles to burn down his ex-girlfriend's crib because she's about to get dick down. Pussy is powerful. She has the golden gates of heaven between them legs because pussy is powerful. I'm telling you, powerful. Yeah, you missed it, bro. I'm going to have it live up for 30 days, bro. You'll be able to see it as soon as I get off this shit. Yeah, but pussy powerful. Too powerful. I just wanted to let y'all hear that shit. I forget what my 4th button is. What is my 4th button? Stephen A. Smith, just hilarious. Pussy is powerful. Oh, I know what my 4th button is. I'm going to end the live off this. I want to tell everybody to dust off your George Foreman grill. Check on your uncles, your fathers, and your granddads. Because George Foreman, the boxer, the champion, who lost to Muhammad Ali in the Rumba in the Jungle, I think that was the right one, died yesterday at 76. So make sure you check on your uncles, you check on your granddads, you check on your daddies. Check on somebody who loves boxing because boxing has lost the great. I'm about to get off here, y'all. We're gonna leave the live with a 10-bell salute. Rest in peace to George Foreman. This live from the underground. Make sure you share the live so the live to survive on Facebook. This live will be up for the next 30 days. So make sure you share the live to get some eyes on the product. No, don't worry about it, bro. I started late too, bro. So it's cool. It's about to go hot on both ends, so you can check it back out. You probably gonna want to watch the Facebook one first. Good morning. You're going to want to watch the Facebook. Mosify in the building. That's what I'm talking to right now. Make sure you watch the Facebook one, because the YouTube version, somebody called me earlier and it muted it. Then I went ahead and put on Do Not Disturb. And this one on YouTube popped back in, but the first one didn't pop back in. So the first half of the show is only on Facebook. And then the back end of it is on YouTube, but the whole video will be, of course, on Facebook. So, YouTube, good looking for joining us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, repeat. It's just that simple. Underground Comedian. Upgrades are coming soon. Upgrades are coming soon. Upgrades to my setup is coming soon. Sooner than you think. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me every Saturday. Make sure y'all join the live next week Saturday for more of the Underground, live from the Underground. Peace.